Hi everybody. Hope everything is good at your end. How's your prep going, guys? So अभी तक तो आपने बहुत सारे RC100 वाले passages किए होंगे and I'm sure you all must have been waiting for something harder, something like that's going to boggle your brain. So as such कोई brain boggling stuff यहाँ नहीं लेके आऊंगी मैं, like I'm not going to purposely make it difficult for you because CAT doesn't give you all difficult questions. It's going to be a nice mix of moderate, easy and difficult questions. Challenge इसमें होता है कि in those 40 minutes you pick the best questions and answer. Okay, so this series is Eon RCs. We are starting with Eon passages now, but slowly we'll spread our wings to Smithsonian, AI Daily, uh, what's that? The Atlantic, गार्डियन, न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स, कुछ ऐसे ऐसे सोर्सेस से मैं लूंगी जहां से कैट जनरली अपने पैसेजेस पिक करता है. Okay, so what's the difference between this series and your normal, your regular RC100 series? The main thing is, of course, the level of passages. First, the level of passages. Those RCs are kind of moderate, matlab easy to understand or like, shorter. These are more difficult. These passages have been taken directly from Eon and kind of, the paragraphs have been cherry picked and compiled together just to kind of form a cat passage. अभी आप देखोगे तो आपको वो feel आएगी. The questions, the number of questions remains the same. 4 questions हैं and question type, question style जो है, that is very cat-like. I have based today's 4 questions on some questions taken from CAT 2024. Okay, so चलिए चलते हैं, देखते हैं. अच्छा, what is it all about today? It's something about the brain, your mind. And it is talking about metabolism of the mind. ये क्या चीज हुई? Metabolism of the body तो पता है. We eat our food and then like the food gets metabolized by our body. So what is brain metabolism? And how is that going to be a new frontier in science? How is that going to help scientists and people in general? That is exactly what we are going to discuss. ये rose gold वाला इसने fork लगा रखा है, काफी अच्छा लग रहा है ये. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to take you over to the passage. आप देखो पहले क्या कह रहा है. So it's just hang in there, guys. Yep. Okay, before I take you over to the passage, you need to know this thing. Main idea is the most important thing, right? So we will be taking a look at the main idea, no matter what level we reach. Okay, we will be discussing the tone of the author. And of course, while we are doing our organized reading, the active reading, the smart reading, I will be pinpointing the important zones, the pockets, the locations where you need to connect your questions. All right. So this is what your passage looks like. I think there are 6 paragraphs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's all? Yup, that's all. Now, before I go and check my questions, I need to know what the passage is all about. So will I read it now? No, no, no. I'm just going to glance at it and understand the topic of discussion, the protagonist or the key point. Angle abhi nahi pata chalega, main idea nahi pata chalega, that's okay. So one look tells me this is something about dominant paradigm, chemical imbalance, all right, human brain accounts for this. So what is he saying? Bio, okay. The last 2 lines of the first paragraph are always important. More often than not, they are important. So this shift toward bioenergetics. हालांकि वो वर्ड मुझे पढ़ के अच्छा नहीं लगा कोई खास, bioenergetics. I'm going to keep that because ये भाई इसी की तो बात चल रही है. Mental illness may essentially be something metabolic failure. Then bioenergetic view. Bioenergetics अभी हमने discuss किया. This gridlock. Implications. Right? In the real world, implications. Critics argue as we move toward okay. So now please try to understand this. Eon gives you protracted essays and CAT does pick its RCs from there. But what does CAT do? CAT leaves out the anecdotal part. Okay, the stories, the data, the big data pockets. CAT just takes the concept parts. In this passage, if you can see, एक typical सा flow है, there is a certain concept that the author has introduced, and then he moves forward, he talks about some implications. Then critics, if there's any new theory, there are bound to be critics, so he brings in critics. And then in the last para here, he talks about move toward a more integrated understanding. इंटीग्रेशन, कोलैबोरेशन, कोऑपरेशन, सिनर्जी, ये सारे वर्ड्स तो आपको वैसे ही समझ जाने चाहिए, कैट के फेवरेट टाइप के होते हैं. एनीवे, सो this is not a recreated passage from by AI taken from Eon. No, this has just been compressed. This has been compressed in the way like some paragraphs have been taken, 2 or 3 paragraphs have been combined, kind of like important points from here and there. So ये हमें समझ में आ रहा है, it's something, some new thing called bioenergetic something that the author is discussing, and there are certain implications and all. और अभी हम इसको पढ़ेंगे. That will be active reading. We will try to understand the main idea and the tone of the author. But before that, of course, I'm going to check my questions. This is my way. It helps me. I'll also tell you how it helps me. If I take a look at the question stems, not the options, mind you, if I just check the question stems, when I go back for my reading, this helps me understand where to put my car in the first gear, where to zoom it up in the fifth gear, third gear, इस तरह से. ठीक है? So, the author's use of the expensive sports car analogy, paragraph 4, primarily serves to illustrate. ये paragraph 4 cat may or may not give. ऐसा भी नहीं है कि बिल्कुल नहीं देता है, नहीं देता है वो. In the third paragraph, in the fourth paragraph, ऐसे mentioned रहता है, right? So this may or may not be there. That's okay. You can locate it. You can locate this point. The author's use of the expensive sports car analogy. Now, please remember this point. Anywhere in any passage, if there's a metaphor, simile, analogy, any of these 3 things, it is going to be a question pocket. So, in the passage, somewhere he talks about this. Let's say this is not given. Even then, you can locate this very easily. Why does he give that analogy? To illustrate which of the following ideas? Simple language, where the question is asking you, why is he giving that analogy? Done? You need to go back to that zone, set your range 2 lines up, 2 lines down, and read, of course, based on the passage, the conceptualization of a depressive episode as a conservation strategy implies that depression is. Just by reading the question stem, I understand that the author is discussing depression. The author is talking about conservation strategy, conservation of the ecosystem, of the resources, no, maybe conservation related to body, related to mind. So implies that depression is what? ये देखेंगे हम, but we can go and check conservation strategy. So this is a specific info question or a data related question. Which of the following statements best captures the author's response to the charge of biological reductionism mentioned in the 5th paragraph? 5th paragraph, ho ya na ho, doesn't matter. Biological reductionism will be given somewhere. You just need to go and locate that. Okay. Then, in the concluding paragraph, ये इसको ऐसे भी rephrase कर सकता है. In the last part of the passage, okay, the author's distinction between the engine and the exhaust refers to the difference between. So, I understand that the author in this passage has given examples. Okay, he has come up with some comparison point in the last paragraph that is about the exhaust and the engine. Exhaust and engine connected with body. From what I saw, it was bioenergetics. Okay, so maybe energy connected with body. This is what he's discussing. So just by checking these 4 question stems, I understand a little bit of what is there in the passage. Got it? अभी हम चलते हैं and we are going to just do our organized reading or smart reading. ठीक है? देखते हैं इसको. For decades, the dominant paradigm has focused on the chemical imbalance theory. What theory is that? It's given here. The idea that mental health disorders are primarily the result of fluctuating blah, blah, blah. However, so for decades, this has been there. This is received wisdom. This should be actively processed by your brain कि भाई ऐसा ऐसा ये है. However, the author is going to change tracks. A burgeoning field of research. Oh, okay. So the author is going to discuss some new research that's coming up. New research, new experiment, new study. बहुत generally होते हैं cat passages में. New research suggests that this focus may be misplaced or wrong, the received wisdom was wrong or at least incomplete, then I see this word instead. And I'm like alert, okay, this is the important part. Moreover, the last 3 lines of the first paragraph generally give you the main idea, right? So here he says, instead of viewing the brain as a collection of chemical switches, a new school says that we view it as a high stakes energy engine. Sif chemical switches? No. Treat it as an energy engine. What is that? This shift toward bioenergetics, bio, body connected with energy, suggests what? Mental illness may essentially be a symptom of metabolic failure. So what does he say here? In the end, he says bioenergetics, we are combining. So bioenergetics क्या suggest कर रहा है? Mental illness is not necessarily a problem of the mind. Mental illness may essentially be a symptom of metabolic failure. Metabolic is metabolism related to the body. ठीक है? After reading this much, you may not be very clear about what he's saying, but that's okay. Just be a little patient. He's going to explain that point further in the next paragraph. Are we going to read the whole of the next para? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, this has to be developed with practice. What zones are important, what are not. ओके ये कोई ऐसा हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल नहीं, कोई ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट फॉर्मूला नहीं दैट आई कैन गिव यू. फर्स्ट पैरा में आपने इतना पढ़ लिया, सेकंड में इतना इतना, ये लाइन, थर्ड फिफ्थ ऐसा इंपॉर्टेंट, ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है. फॉर्मूला बस इतना है, the first paragraph is important, the last paragraph is important because of the main idea, the last 3 lines of the first paragraph are important. यहाँ भी हो सकता है main idea, या फिर यहाँ होगा या last para में होगा. And there's another formula that the first line of every other paragraph tells you what lies ahead in that paragraph. Hope this is clear. So, the human brain is an evolutionary anomaly of energy consumption. While it accounts for this, अब मुझे skim करना है because this is all data. Okay, 2%, 20%, okay, something energy, fine, the electrical charge, resting membrane potential, okay, when the supply of this, okay, all right, fading light bulb, oh, okay, there's another comparison here. Does not simply dim. Instead, I'm going to read this. So what am I reading in this para? The first line and the last 2 lines very clearly, very carefully. Human brain is an evolutionary anomaly of energy consumption. Energy consumption, this is connecting it with bioenergetics. Explain कर रहा है author. फिर ये energy ये वो करके like इसने ना bulb लेकर के example explain किया. And then he says instead, it does not dim, ये बोला है इसने. It begins to misfire. This metabolic instability manifests or presents itself as the symptoms we categorize as psychiatric disorders, anxiety, depression or this. Same जो यहाँ इसने इस line में बोला, same thing he is repeating here with a lot of explanation. The brain starts misfiring. It does not fade like a light bulb. Body's cellular fuel. ये क्या बोला है? When the supply of this ATP falters brain. Okay. So even if you have understood the first paragraph very clearly, you would be able to understand this second paragraph very fast. You don't need to read that ATP and all. In the first para, if he says this shift toward bioenergetics suggests that mental illness may be a symptom of metabolic failure, you have to understand there that body का metabolism अगर fail हुआ तो brain में effect होगा, it will get affected and then like it may lead to these mental disorders जो हमें लगता है कि psychiatric है, mental है, but they actually are manifestations of these metabolic disorders. हम categorize करते हैं psychiatric, anxiety, depression और cognitive decline. Clear? तो ये बीच का उतना आपको डिटेल में नहीं पढ़ना है. However, if there's a question related to these points, you can come back, right? Then we come back to this. Central to this bioenergetic view is the role of the mitochondria. Now, tell me one thing, dudes. Why do you need to understand so much about mitochondria? Question होगा तो आएंगे ना. So, bioenergetic view, we know that this is being discussed, right? Mitochondria. What is mitochondria? School days में याद करो, सीखा था आपने, पढ़ा था आपने. Long relegated to the status of this, mitochondria understood, okay, अब मैं ये skimming कर रही हूँ. Okay, आप भी सीख लो. They dictate, okay, fine, mitochondria, okay, however. इतना clear है मुझे that this paragraph is devoted to mitochondria with some connection. भाई क्वेश्चन होगा तो आके पढ़ूंगी, अभी के लिए मुझे क्यों वो समझना है, मैंने रिसर्च थोड़े करना है इस पे. However, when mitochondria are overworked or damaged due to chronic inflammation, poor nutrition or environmental toxins, they enter a state of metabolic gridlock. तो यहाँ पे again and again we are coming up with this point कि भाई overworked, damaged, chronic inflammation, poor nutrition, fuel की कमी, ऐसा. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया वाला पैराग्राफ स्किम करके आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. दिस ग्रिडलॉक, विच ग्रिडलॉक भाई, मेटाबॉलिक ग्रिडलॉक. मेटाबॉलिक ग्रिडलॉक बोले तो you reach a certain state where you are kind of trapped. This gridlock has profound implications for how we understand the self. Okay, so how we understand the self inverted में है. ये क्या कहना चाह रहा है? Is he going to take a philosophical turn? I'm not sure. देखते हैं. If our moods and decisions are tethered to the efficiency of this, then the boundary between blah blah blah. हो गया, समझ में आ गया इतना. Why? Because it says here gridlock. What gridlock? If there is some deficiency, if there is some metabolic gridlock, okay, this has implications for how we understand the self. Self, mood swings, disorder, whatever जो भी इसने बोला है, boundary between, अच्छा, physical, mental. You think physical is separate, mental is separate? No, the boundary dissolves. In this framework, a depressive episode is not just this, conservation, okay, not only this, but that. So it is a conservation, okay, energy, sports car. A question is there connected with this. I think that's the first question. I'm going to come to this portion for that. अभी तो नहीं पढ़ रही मैं, because अभी के लिए मैंने understand कर लिया है. This talks about understanding the self, right? The brain's most sophisticated functions, okay, something. Reserves are low, fuel आपका कम हो गया है, ठीक है? Now critics come into the picture. बिना इनके तो चैन नहीं है. So critics argue that reducing the complexities of the human psyche, मैं कह रही हूं अब as the author, मैं कह रही हूं कि अच्छा, this is like, you know, physical is connected with mental. Critics come into the picture and say कि भाई, you are reducing the complexities of human psyche only to physical, to metabolic. Human psyche is something that people have not been able to understand till date, right? So ये कह रहा है उसको आप reduce कर रही हैं सिर्फ metabolic pathways पे. Is a form of this reductionism. Reductionist theory क्या होती है? When you reduce anything to something below its level, right? So यहाँ biological reductionism ignores, okay, so in this paragraph he talks about social and environmental triggers. अब ओरिजिनल इयन में 4 पैराग्राफ्स और भरता, वो कैसा सोशल, कैसा एनवायरमेंटल, कैसा ये एपिजेनेटिक, कुछ ना कुछ डालता. ये आपका कंप्रेस किया हुआ है, एंड दिस इज गिविंग यू नीटली दिस पॉइंट दैट सोशल एंड एनवायरमेंटल ट्रिगर्स भी होते हैं जो आप इग्नोर कर रहे हैं मिस्टर ऑथर, बिकॉज यू आर जस्ट रेड्यूसिंग इट टू मेटाबॉलिक लेवल. ये कौन कह रहा है? क्रिटिक्स कह रहे हैं, राइट? रादर इट प्रोवाइड्स, ओके. तो अब यहां पे देयर इज येट, आई पॉज देयर. The bioenergetic model does not dismiss these factors, right? So author is defending himself. अब ये सब चीजें, अभी जैसे आपको लग रहा होगा 5th पैरा तो पूरा पढ़ रही है ये तो हमें कहती है स्किम करो. भाई दिस इज योर फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. मुझे दिख रहा है इस पैराग्राफ में देयर इज क्रिटिक्स तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. मैंने पढ़ लिया क्रिटिक्स क्या कह रहे हैं. Then there is yet is so important because it shows a change of point. Okay, so the author is defending here. He is saying critics say that reductionism ho ja raha, that ignores this. Yet the bioenergetic model does not dismiss these social and environmental factors. Rather, what does it do? It provides the mechanism through which okay translated into okay. Thus, I'm going to read this. So it's my choice in this passage. I want to read the entire 5th paragraph. I may not read the entire 2nd paragraph because I see important words here. Thus, the social and the biological are 2 sides of the same energetic coin. Our author is trying to say that this bioenergetic thing does not ignore the social and environmental as critics are stressing. And the last one, Now, how will he sum it up? As we move toward a more integrated understanding of brain health, the implications for treatment are transformative. So, if we understand that the brain gets affected by things that you feed to your body, there can be some changes in the way we handle brain health, right? If mental illness is a metabolic issue, we would be more careful about our diet, right? Metabolic interventions ranging from ketogenic diets to this could become as central as talk therapy to this. By focusing on the engine rather than just the exhaust. So, the entire body has the engine. Okay, so you were ignoring the engine so far, you were just thinking that this is the brain is separate from the body. But the author here combines the two, and he says just by focusing on the engine rather than just the exhaust, we may find more sustainable ways to support the most energy hungry organ in the known universe. Energy hungry organ क्या है? Brain अपना. I mean, just think of it. Doesn't it happen with you? Like you eat a lot of sugar. अभी जैसे आज दोपहर को मैंने किया. I had a big chunk of cake. My brain slowed down. And I knew it. I was like mentally prepared for it. अच्छा अब तो sluggish feel होगा. It happened. I drink some coffee. Okay. My brain gets stimulated. Maybe some of it is psychological, but then it does happen. I kind of, I do not eat too much of carbs on a particular day. My brain stays alert. Okay. On the other hand, if I eat 2 parathas, let's say, it starts becoming sluggish. So, isn't it clear that the brain or the function or the alertness is directly connected to the metabolism of the body? If you have not been able to digest your food, you are kind of, feeling sluggish and then like constipated, bloated or whatever, it will have an effect on your brain. Your brain won't work. That is exactly what he's saying in the last paragraph. Ranging from ketogenic diets to this could become as central to psychiatry as talk therapy or this. They would start focusing more on these things, and just like they focus on talk therapy or this, right? So from this line, we can infer that so far they haven't been paying so much attention to this, right? By focusing on the engine, ये वाला point इसने दिया, and this is connected with a question. So what a beautiful passage. It's a lovely topic. I hope it's clear. Now, the way I have presented this passage, it is very cat-like, because cat doesn't give you something like which is totally Greek and Latin. Even if you pick 20-25 passages, in slot 1 there was one passage that had only 2 paragraphs, dense paragraphs. Okay, but then the language was very easy to understand. I remember there was this passage on complex systems, something to do with science and astronomy and maths and biology and all. It was so dense looking, yet the language was pretty cool. So do not expect CAT to give you like something which will be completely out of your league if you have been doing your reading. However, in mocks and sectionals, you're going to encounter very ugly, very difficult passages, because that is generally the target of mocks. आपको prepared करवा देना इतने difficult passages के लिए, so that when you see good passages on the D-Day, you will be elated. ठीक है, ये हो गया हमारा. Now, no prizes for guessing like with which questions I would start. Obviously, I'm going to start with sports car and that last engine wala. Why? Because I like my questions to be specific. ठीक है, तो यहाँ तो इस sequence में like 3 out of 4 are like pretty specific. तो पहले तो इसी को करते हैं, expensive sports car. Okay, now uses the expensive sports car analogy to illustrate which of the following ideas. What do I need to do for this? I need to go back to that zone, that particular paragraph, and pause here. Sports वाला जो इसने बोला है, sports car वाला. Here, sorry. It's in the 4th paragraph. Here. This. Just so, you're not going to read this now. You're going to read the introductory line of this paragraph and the line before this. ये मेरी first reading होगी, ठीक है? उसके बाद second time में I can read some extra stuff. This gridlock has profound implications for how we understand the self. Okay? Self. connected with moods and decisions and all. Then he goes down here. In this framework, a depressive episode is not just a psychological state. If you're in a state of depression, it's not completely psychological. It is a conservation strategy by a brain. So what is the brain doing? Probably it is trying to conserve energy. That's what he's saying. Conservation strategy by a brain that no longer has the energy to maintain this. Just as an expensive sports car might sputter if fueled with low grade gasoline, high level sports car, expensive sports car is not supposed to be filled with some cheap gasoline. So what happens? It might sputter. Similarly, the brain's most sophisticated functions, empathy, foresight, and impulse control, need some good food, need some good energy. They need to be connected with the engine, which should not sputter, are the first to go offline when energy reserves are low. Got it? बहुत clear है यहाँ पर? Now I go back to my question. So let's start eliminating. Why has he given that analogy? Okay. To talk about energy reserves, to talk about how your brain is connected with the kind of energy level that you have. Maybe it's trying to conserve energy. Okay. That complex emotional regulation is a luxury function that the brain prioritizes only when it possesses a surplus of ATP. Surplus of ATP, it is given. Okay, it is here. ATP, the body is okay. Instead it begins to misfire. So पहली चीज तो यहाँ दिमाग में आ रही मेरी कि भाई आपका analogy जो दिया हुआ है, the sports car thing, this is completely out of range. ATP is there in the passage. Please do not get confused, because if you're going to look in every paragraph for the answer, you'll never be able to solve it. So for the sports car thing, you need to go to that particular zone. So this is completely out of range. That complex emotional regulation is a luxury function that the brain prioritizes only when it possesses a surplus of ATP. यहाँ पे only देख के मत eliminate करना, because there he is talking about the importance of ATP. You also need to understand one thing. Is that ATP talking about the fuel, talking about the reserve? तो अगर आपको ये जरा भी confusion है ना, just keep it. अभी eliminate मत करो. That the brain's reliance on low-grade gasoline or poor nutrition is the fundamental driver of personality shifts. So brain's reliance on low-grade gasoline, poor nutrition, the brain does not depend on that. The brain needs some, good food, good grade gasoline, good nutrition. So the brain's reliance on this is the fundamental driver of personality shifts. Is it talking there about personality shifts? No, it's talking about depression. Okay, it's talking about a low phase of the brain. When we go through a depression, we think that this is directly a psychiatric thing. Little do we realize that it is connected to your engine, your reserve. The body doesn't have that much of reserve. So the most important functions of the brain, आपका जो भी उसने वहां पे बोला है, they depend on this. So यहाँ पे ये कह रहा है, poor nutrition is the fundamental driver of personality shifts. Not exactly. This is eliminated. That psychiatric symptoms are essentially mechanical malfunctions that occur when the brain is pushed beyond its evolutionary limits. Okay, psychiatric symptoms, okay, depression, essentially mechanical malfunctions. Are they mechanical malfunctions? Okay, connected with energy, maybe we can think of it that way, that occur when the brain is pushed beyond its evolutionary limits. Is the brain being pushed beyond its evolutionary limits? No, the brain is low on fuel, low on energy, so it is in the conservation mode, right? So beyond its evolutionary limits, not exactly. I'm left with A and D. D भी पढ़ के देख लेते हैं. That high performance cognitive faculties, वहां दे रखे हैं उसने 3-4, are disproportionately vulnerable to systemic energy deficits. What does he mean in this? High performance cognitive faculties like empathy and all, कुछ बोला है उसने. Disproportionately vulnerable means if this goes down, these will also get affected, right? And they are vulnerable, okay, to systemic energy deficits. Systemic energy deficits means आपका overall energy level down है. So I'll take you back to this zone. आप देख लो यहाँ पे, the brain's most sophisticated functions, this are the first to go offline when energy reserves are low, right? So we go back to this question, and now even if you're left with A and D, you don't have to just go back and forth and check again and again. You have to just take one that looks good to you and try to prove that. So I take D and I try to prove it. तो मुझे तो ये सही लग रहा है. High performance cognitive faculties are vulnerable, disproportionately vulnerable to systemic energy deficits. Energy का वहाँ पे problem का बोला है. Why disproportionately? ये आपको डाउट हो सकता है. Disproportionately vulnerable बोले तो even if there is a little bit of energy down, your brain starts kind of malfunctioning. आपका like empathy और ये वो सब डाउन हो जाता है. That is disproportionately. So अगर थोड़ा सा एनर्जी डाउन है तो थोड़ा सा वो होना चाहिए, but then again there is no connection as such कि हाँ इतना ही होगा, right? Why not A? That complex emotional regulation is a luxury function. Emotional regulation that the brain prioritizes only when it possesses a surplus of ATP. Now, between these two, if you want, you can check ATP वाला part. क्या कह रहा है यहाँ पे? This energy is primarily used to maintain the resting membrane potential, the electrical charge that allows neurons to fire, right? When the supply of ATP, the body's cellular fuel falters, रुक जाता है या कम हो जाता है, the brain does not simply dim. तो ऐसा नहीं कि brain भी कम हो गया. It starts to fire. It starts to misfire. ठीक है? तो ये इसने ATP का बोला, we need a certain number, we need like थोड़ा सा एक level. So now we go back to this and try to prove A. Complex emotional regulation is a luxury function. I don't like this phrase also. That the brain prioritizes. कि अच्छा उसको तभी हम करेंगे when it possesses a surplus of ATP. No, the brain doesn't exercise its choice. ऐसा नहीं कि it prioritizes only when it has a surplus of ATP. No, it says over there in the second paragraph that we need a certain level of ATP, and if the ATP goes down, what happens? The brain starts misfiring. तो ये नहीं है कि the brain prioritizes doing these things only when it has a surplus of ATP. Got it? So this is eliminated. This is the best one that's proved from there. I hope you have understood the technique. Okay, two options eliminated because of maybe wrong words here and there. You'll be left with two options. उन दोनों options में आपको देखना होगा एक कोई जो आप prove कर सकते हो, that option will be the rephrased version of that question, of that point. Okay, hope this is clear. So D is good as your answer. Then question number 2. इससे पहले ना मैं ये करना चाहूंगी, this one, engine and the exhaust. In the concluding paragraph, engine exhaust हमने पढ़ा था, ठीक है? So what does he say there? The underlying bioenergetic causes of mental illness and the visible behavioral symptoms used for clinical diagnosis, okay, refers to the difference between what? आप एक बार चल के ना इसको देख ही लो कि किस चीज का डिफरेंस बता रहा है. Okay, could become this: by focusing on the engine rather than just the exhaust, we may find more sustainable ways to support the most energy hungry organ. So engine is what? Engine वो कह रहा है your metabolism, your ATP, your reserve जितना आप रख रहे हो, ठीक है? Your energy का source rather than just the exhaust. Exhaust is like उसको like a minor kind of thing जिस पे आप focus कर रहे हो, but then that is not the all important thing. ठीक है? So difference between what? चलिए ये देखते हैं. The underlying bioenergetic causes of mental illness and the visible behavioral symptoms used for clinical diagnosis. Okay, bioenergetic causes. Okay, engine and exhaust. Are they that? The cellular production of ATP and the subsequent maintenance of resting membrane potentials within the neural network. Okay, the production of ATP, is that the engine? Subsequent maintenance of resting membrane potentials within the neural network, is that the exhaust? Something connected with the brain, right? That is the, brain को ही exhaust probably बोला गया है, right? चलो C भी देखते हैं. Traditional pharmaceutical interventions targeting neurotransmitters and nascent treatments, nascent means in the early stages, focused on mitochondrial resilience. So this is what? Traditional pharmaceutical interventions rather than focusing only on the engine. So pharmaceutical purane, traditional, It makes sense. Targeting this, okay, and this is what the nascent treatments focused on mitochondrial. Mitochondrial has been explained in detail. ये है आपका metabolic वाला सारा reductionism, integrated understanding of this, metabolic interventions, mitochondrial targeted supplements ranging from this to this, right? So could become as central. So जो पहले आप कर रहे थे उसके बदले start focusing on this. This is what he's saying. So yes, ये mitochondrial वाला nascent treatments focused, this is given there. I'll keep this. Evolutionary adaptations for survival and the modern metabolic stressors that lead to this. Evolutionary adaptations for survival and the modern metabolic stressors that lead to cognitive misfiring. These stressors lead to cognitive misfiring. Okay, chalo, I'll keep both because modern wala bhi isme diya hai. It has given a nascent and modern both here, C and D में. Now I'm left with A and B. उसको तो eliminate करना ही करना है. How? The underlying bioenergetic causes and the visible behavioral symptoms. You're not talking about behavioral symptoms. इसमें exhaust में. Engine. Focus more on the engine. That means आपका माइटोकॉन्ड्रियल या जो कुछ भी, ठीक है, तो वो इन दोनों में आ रहा है. बिहेवियरल सिम्टम्स नॉट एग्जैक्टली. द सेल्यूलर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ एटीपी and the subsequent maintenance of resting membrane potentials. Ye. Again, not this. Why? Because there he has talked about, rather than focusing on only the exhaust, focus more on the engine. So ye engine jo hai, this is kind of, all powerful, and it is more connected to the root cause of the problem. That's what he's saying. So abhi tak we had been focusing on something. Now he's asking us to focus on something else. So that is there in these two. What is the difference between these two and how will we prove one? Traditional pharmaceutical interventions targeting this and nascent treatments, ये तो हमें समझ में आ गया. Evolutionary this and the modern metabolic stressors that lead to cognitive misfiring. Let's try to prove this. ठीक है? Is he talking about the engine and this? Okay, nascent treatments. Okay. Go back here. As we move toward a more integrated understanding, the implications for treatment are transformative. We are talking about treatment and how it can be transformative. If mental illness is a metabolic issue, metabolic interventions ranging from this. So he's talking about metabolic interventions. You can take them as stressors, okay? But metabolic interventions zyada acha hai. Ye could become central to this, become as central. Engine rather than just the exhaust. So far what had they been doing? They had been focusing on आपका provides the mechanism through which they operate. ये तो अपना author कह रहा है, defend कर रहा है. Stressful environment is translated into a biological reality. Impair this social. Okay. So इस paragraph में तो he's talking about this, but then earlier he had mentioned that so far they had been focusing only on the neurons wala thing. Neuron firing, neuron not firing, ऐसा वाला. You're not looking at the root cause, the engine. That is what he says here in option C, targeting neurotransmitters and nascent treatments. So that paragraph is focusing on treatments. We'll go with this and we will eliminate D because evolutionary adaptations and modern metabolic stressors. So evolutionary adaptations आपका exhaust अगर मान लेते हैं, modern metabolic stressors आपका engine हुआ. But we don't want this word, stressors that lead to cognitive misfiring. No. Cognitive misfiring was talked about in the ATP part कि अगर हमारा इतना level नहीं हुआ ATP का, it will lead to misfiring. In the last paragraph, when he talks about engine and exhaust, he doesn't refer to that. He says instead of focusing on halka phulka and all, just where it is going out, try to focus on जहाँ inputs जा रहे हैं, engine जहाँ से सारा काम हो रहा है. So I think between C and D is much better. Okay, and it's connected with that paragraph. So C is good. We are left with two questions. Three करते हैं, चलिए. Which of the following statements best captures the author's response to this mentioned? Paragraph तो आपको पता है. Penultimate paragraph में reductionism बोला है. Author's response to the charge. Now I'm able to understand this question so well. The paragraph talks about critics. Critics are blaming, saying that, oh, you are reducing it. You're reducing it to just metabolic something. So author कह रहा no. This system doesn't exclude your social and environmental things, right? तो what is the author's response पूछा है, right? The bioenergetic model transcends reductionism, goes beyond reductionism by positing that social stressors and biological functions are indistinguishable in their ultimate impact on the psyche. Are they indistinguishable? You cannot make out one from the other. Okay. Rather than simplifying mental distress to cellular mechanics, the model identifies bioenergetics, physical channel through which external pressures manifest as internal pathology. I'm simply going to look for one option in which the environmental part is there. ठीक है, यहां बोला है social stressors, यहां भी बोला है इसने external pressures. Positing that social stressors and biological functions are indistinguishable. This is saying उन दोनों में आप पहचान ही नहीं पाओगे. The paragraph is not saying that. The paragraph is saying इनका impact होता है, but indistinguishable नहीं बोला है. So this is definitely eliminated. Rather than simplifying this, it identifies this as a channel, external pressures, okay? Manifest, उसको हम बाद में prove कर सकते हैं. Third देख लेते हैं, ये भी अच्छा हो सकता है. The author argues that environmental triggers are secondary to mitochondrial health, right? As the latter ultimately determines. In the paragraph, he is not undermining either of the two. So this is what I would call a faulty comparison. Secondary to something or primary to something. So I'm left with B and D. D क्या कह रहा है? The model refutes reductionism, okay, by suggesting that the self is an emergent property of cellular engines rather than a mere byproduct of chemical this. कितना ज्यादा word play है यहाँ. So क्या suggest कर रहा? Self is an emergent property of cellular engines. This or this. इसमें चूंकि external pressure की बात किया है इसने, I'll go back and I'll try to prove it. ठीक है, देखो यहाँ क्या कह रहा है. Reducing the complexities is a form of reductionism. आप ignore कर रहे हो इनको, yet अपना author defend कर रहा. Bioenergetic does not dismiss. It provides what? Mechanism through which they operate, conduit, channel. A stressful environment is translated. So how does it do it? It takes a stressful environment. It translates it into a biological reality and something. उसके आगे. That is good enough for me. यहाँ पे देखो, in B it's saying the same thing. Rather than simplifying mental distress to cellular mechanics, उतना reduce नहीं कर रहा है. The model identifies this physical channel through which external pressures manifest as this, they are presented as this, they are translated as this. Internal pathology, go back and check. Thus the social cortisol directly impair mitochondrial function, two sides of the same energetic coin. So they both are there, they both help, they both are there together, but indistinguishable jo option A bola, that is definitely out. Okay, so B is good as your answer. Hope this is clear. Question 2, the last one. Based on the passage, the conceptualization of a depressive episode as a conservation strategy, okay, implies that depression is. बोला है उसने कहीं पर कि हम जब डिप्रेशन में जाते हैं तो कंजर्वेशन हो जाता है ब्रेन का, ब्रेन करने लगता है कंजर्वेशन, है ना. सो डिप्रेशन वाला we'll just check. I think it should be here. बल्ब वाला है ना, ये कह रहा है यहाँ पर when the supply of this, okay, instead it begins to this depression, okay. This metabolic instability manifests as the symptoms we categorize as this. Okay, is there any other zone in which he talks about the depression wala thing? Mitochondria wala ye to pura hai, and how we are doing it. They enter a state of metabolic gridlock. So gridlock के बाद इसने यहाँ पे वो दिया है आपको sports car वाला. All right, so इसमें भी है conservation strategy का, ये भी पढ़ लेंगे हम. In this framework, a depressive episode is not just a psychological state. Conservation strategy no longer has the energy. ये तो हमने पहले भी पढ़ा था. Let's go back to this question now. So he says what? Conceptualization of this as a this implies depression क्या है? वो ये कहना चाह रहा है. ठीक है? A psychological defense mechanism designed to protect the self from the trauma of metabolic gridlock. Trauma of metabolic gridlock. Okay? Not very sure. I'll check B. A biological low power mode triggered when the brain's energetic cost exceeds its current production capacity. Okay, this is exactly what he is discussing. Low energy पे चला गया है ना, and low power mode हो गया आपका. It's given here. देख लो आप. Conservation strategy no longer has the energy to maintain. Okay, so it goes into that low power mode. And understanding the self का ये आपका है. The boundary between this of course dissolves, it dissipates. So energy reserves are low, go offline, right? So go back to this. Low power mode triggered when the brain's energetic cost exceeds its current production capacity. ठीक है, I'll keep it. An intentional shift in neurochemistry to prevent the total permanent failure of mitochondrial sensors. He has discussed mitochondria. But then is it an intentional shift? Is depression that? In neurochemistry to prevent this? Not exactly. It's totally like, out of scope from there. अभी तक A और B बचे हैं मेरे. A reductionist state where the brain trades emotional depth for the maintenance of basic resting membrane potentials. Reductionist state. Reductionist तो तब होगा, वो तो critics कह रहे हैं कि डिप्रेशन क्या है, रिडक्शनिस्ट स्टेट, मतलब आप ऐसा बोल रहे हो यहाँ पे. A reductionist state where the brain trades, बार्टर कर लेता है, emotional depth for the maintenance of basic. Don't you think you would want to go with something that talks about energy and trigger and metabolic and kind of ऐसा? So D is eliminated because of not so relevant words from the zone. I'll keep A and B. अब दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? A कह रहा है psychological defense mechanism, depression, okay? Psychological, but then that's what he says over there. It is not completely psychological. हम सोचते हैं it's psychological, but it's not completely that. Designed to protect the self? No. It is more this, a low power mode wala thing. Depression, brain's energetic cost connected with your energy level, reserve, fuel, exceeds its this, right? So B is much better. All the 4 questions had like good level of rephrasing. If you ask me the level of these 4 questions, well, all of them were something like 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. So I sincerely hope you understood the process of elimination. It's like, do not always take it too seriously कि मुझे तो ये एक word for word पढ़ करके इसको ही निकालना है, इसको eliminate करना है. Try to apply some techniques, some fundas. कि भाई इसमें ना इस paragraph से है, connected with overall thing, but इस paragraph से है. So what are the keywords that I should look for? Energy होना चाहिए, metabolism होना चाहिए, gridlock होना चाहिए, इस तरह का. On that basis, I was left with A and B here. C, D आराम से उखड़ गए. ठीक है? So I hope all these are clear. We are going to meet again very soon. The second episode of Eon Essays will be streamed for your benefit. So आप इसका एक को follow करो and try to raise your level, because जितनी rephrasing इसमें सिखाऊंगी मैं आपको, कहीं ना कहीं पे वो आपको help करेगा CAT में, because CAT के जितने passages आजकल आ रहे हैं, जितने questions आ रहे हैं, they are more to do with rephrasing. सेंटेंस ले लेता है, उसमें वोकैबुलरी डाल करके घुमा फिरा करके उसी चीज को रिफ्रेज करके देता है. ऑलराइट गाइस, टेक केयर, कीप लर्निंग. आई एम गोइंग टू सी यू अगेन सून. थैंक यू.